At exactly 6:30, alarms buzzed in two bedrooms, in two parallel worlds, each belonging to Alex, but each world unfolding in its own unique way. The day was the same, but the beginnings couldn't have been more different. In the first room, sunlight streamed through the window, painting the walls with a golden glow and filling the space with warmth and hope. The air felt fresh, as if the day itself was inviting Alex to rise and shine. Alex sat up, stretched their arms wide and took a deep breath. Making the bed wasn't just a chore, it was a small victory, a signal to the mind that the day had truly begun and that order was possible, even in small ways. With a sense of purpose, Alex started a quick workout. Each movement, each push-up, each stretch seemed to build energy, fueling a sense of accomplishment that grew with every heartbeat. The room echoed with determination. After a refreshing shower, Alex enjoyed a healthy breakfast: oatmeal, fruit, and a glass of water. Their backpack, packed the night before with everything needed for the day, waited by the door, a silent promise that things were under control. Every action, from the first stretch to the last bite of breakfast, was a conscious choice, a step toward building a better self. Alex felt the quiet pride that comes from starting the day with intention. Meanwhile, in the second room, the same alarm blared into a dark, cluttered space. The sound was met not with energy but with a groan, a wish for just a few more minutes of sleep. Alex hit the snooze button, pulling the covers tighter, and drifted in and out of restless sleep. When they finally dragged themselves out of bed, it was already late, and the day felt like it was slipping away before it had even started. There was no stretching, no routine, just a cold slice of leftover pizza eaten in silence. The room felt heavy, the air thick with yesterday's worries and today's uncertainty. Clothes were pulled from a tangled pile on the floor and homework was stuffed into a backpack at the last minute. Nothing felt ready. Everything felt rushed. Breakfast was a sugary bar, eaten absent-mindedly while scrolling through social media feeds. The glowing phone screen was the only light in the room, a distraction from the chaos. In the first world, proactive Alex moved with purpose, each step out the door filled with energy and hope, ready to shape the day ahead. In the second, reactive Alex stumbled through the motions, letting the day happen to them, feeling lost before it had even begun. One Alex found pride in small intentional habits, the other found comfort in familiar unchanging routines, even if they led nowhere new. The difference between the two mornings was subtle, a choice here, a habit there, but it quietly set the tone for everything that would follow. Two beginnings, two paths, both starting with a single choice. In the end, it's these small decisions, repeated day after day, that shape who we become and the lives we lead. The cafeteria was chaos. Food, noise, and social tests. Proactive Alex sat at the end of a table unpacking a homemade lunch sandwich, carrots, apple. Teased for their rabbit food, they smiled and replied, "It gives me energy for soccer." They read a book after eating, finding peace in the storm. Reactive Alex grabbed pizza, fries, and soda, joining the loudest group. Food was just fuel, and fitting in was what mattered. They scrolled through their phone, laughing with friends, riding a sugar high. Proactive Alex's choices were private commitments to their goals. Reactive Alex's choices were about belonging in the moment. Both felt satisfied but for different reasons. One fed their body and mind, the other fed their need to fit in. Lunch was more than a meal, it was a reflection of their approach to life. The post-lunch hallway was a river of students. The post-lunch hallway was a river of students. The post-lunch hallway was a river of students. Proactive Alex walked tall, unfazed by bumps or muttered insults. Their self-worth came from within, not from hallway bullies. When teased about their haircut, they smiled. "Thanks, I like it." Confidence was their shield. Reactive Alex hunched, eyes down, hoping to blend in. A taunt about their shirt left them embarrassed and silent. The sting lingered all day, their happiness easily bruised. Proactive Alex deflected negativity. Reactive Alex absorbed it. The difference was in how they responded, not what happened to them. Strength wasn't about popularity, it was about resilience. The final bell split the day into two paths. For some it was a signal of freedom, a chance to leave behind the weight of lessons and expectations. For others, it was the start of a new challenge. A test that began the moment the classroom doors swung open. Proactive Alex hit the track, heart pounding, lungs burning, pushing through pain to beat their best mile. The world narrowed to the rhythm of their feet and the steady thump of determination. Each lap was a promise to themselves, a commitment to growth no matter how small the gain. Each step was a test of will. Just one more step, you can do this. The ache in their muscles was a reminder that progress was earned, not given. With every stride, Alex fought the urge to slow down, to give in, but the voice inside urged them forward. They finished, exhausted but proud, a small victory earned. The finish line wasn't just a stripe on the track, it was proof that effort, even when no one else was watching, mattered. Their coach's praise, "You shaved 3 seconds off," meant more than any trophy. It was recognition of the invisible battles fought and won, a nod to the discipline that built character, not just speed. They went home tired, satisfied and stronger. The soreness in their legs was a quiet badge of honor, a reminder that they had chosen the harder path and come out better for it. Reactive Alex joined the bus crowd, swept along by laughter and chatter, then collapsed at home with snacks and video games. The day's stress faded into the background as the screen flickered to life, offering a different kind of escape. Leveling up in Galaxy Raiders brought a rush of triumph. Each victory on screen was instant, the rewards immediate, a new level, a digital badge, a burst of excitement that made the real world feel far away. Online they were skilled and respected. A world with clear rules and instant rewards. Teammates cheered, avatars celebrated, and for a while it felt like anything was possible with just a few clicks. Both found achievement, one in sweat and effort, the other in pixels and play. Each path offered its own kind of satisfaction, its own version of success. But only one felt the satisfaction last beyond the moment. The pride from the track lingered, shaping how Alex saw themselves long after the run was over, while the thrill from the game faded as soon as the screen went dark. The real world offered no shortcuts, only the reward of persistence. Every day was a chance to choose the harder way, to build something lasting out of effort and resilience. For proactive Alex, effort built confidence. Each challenge faced and overcome became a stepping stone, a foundation for future strength and self-belief. For reactive Alex, escape brought comfort, but only for a while. The joy was real, but it faded quickly, leaving a quiet emptiness that snacks and screens couldn't fill. The path home was a choice, every day. And with each choice, Alex shaped not just their evening, but the person they would become tomorrow. Saturday arrived, a blank slate. Proactive Alex woke up rested, jogged in the park, and balanced chores, homework, and family time. Sunday they tried cooking a healthy meal, learning new skills and sharing with family. Each weekend was a reset, not just rest. Reactive Alex slept in, ate sugary cereal, and spent the day on screens. Sunday was pizza delivery and a movie marathon. The weekend was pure leisure, a break from structure. Proactive Alex used the time to recharge and grow. Reactive Alex escaped, pushing thoughts of Monday away. One prepared for the week ahead, the other avoided it. The difference was in how they used their freedom. Rest could be renewal, or just more of the same. The weekend set the tone for the days to come. Graduation brought a new chapter, college. Proactive Alex arrived fit, confident, and organized, joining sports and study groups. Their habits made independence exciting, not overwhelming. Reactive Alex felt lost, quickly gaining the freshman 15 and struggling with routine. Their dorm was cluttered, mornings rushed, and classes missed. Proactive Alex thrived, balancing academics, friends, and self-care. They cooked healthy meals, managed stress with exercise, and built a strong network. Reactive Alex pulled all-nighters, partied, and fell behind. Their happiness was tinged with anxiety, always one step behind. One built success through habits, the other drifted, reacting to each day. College magnified the gap between their choices. The foundation was set long before they arrived. Independence revealed who they had become. In their 20s, the paths diverged further. Proactive Alex graduated with honors, landed a great job, and moved into a bright apartment. They used discipline to build a career, save money, and create a life of purpose. Their weekends were active, hiking, running, cooking, and connecting with friends. They thrived in a healthy relationship, their life rich with experiences. Reactive Alex took longer to graduate, struggled to find work, and settled for a job with little growth. Their apartment was cluttered, their routines unchanged. Weekends were spent indoors gaming and watching shows, social life mostly online. Relationships fizzled, life felt routine and progress stalled. One built momentum, the other circled in place. The difference was in the habits, not the opportunities. Each day's choices shaped the future. 30 was a milestone, a time to look back. Proactive Alex saw strength, health, and a life built with intention. They were a respected manager, homeowner, and planning a future with their spouse. Their happiness was deep, resilient, and hard-earned. Reactive Alex saw a familiar face but heavier, slumped and tired. Their job felt like a dead end, money was tight, and the future looked flat. They were content but wondered, is this all there is? Proactive Alex had tools for stress, exercise, meditation, support. Their happiness could weather storms. Reactive Alex coped with food and games, relief always temporary. Social media brought envy, not inspiration. The difference was in the foundation, one built to last, the other easily shaken. The 10-year reunion was more than just a gathering, it was a mirror reflecting the paths everyone had taken since those formative high school days. The contrast between old friends was impossible to ignore, and the air buzzed with both excitement and nostalgia. Proactive Alex entered the room with their spouse, exuding a quiet confidence and genuine joy that seemed to light up the space. Their laughter was easy, their smiles sincere, and their presence drew others in. As they mingled, Alex shared stories about their career journey, the hobbies they'd picked up, and the dreams they were still chasing. There was no hint of arrogance, just a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunities they'd created and the lessons learned along the way. It all started with deciding to try every single day, Alex explained, their voice steady and heartfelt. Even on days when it felt pointless, I kept showing up for myself. Meanwhile, reactive Alex arrived alone, hesitating at the entrance, feeling a wave of uncertainty. The room felt bigger, the faces more distant, and the sense of belonging just out of reach. Old friends welcomed them with laughter and warm memories, but as conversations turned to careers, families, and adventures, a quiet regret crept in. The stories shared were vibrant, but for reactive Alex, they highlighted missed chances and roads not taken. In a room full of vibrant lives and bold stories, contentment felt small, like a whisper drowned out by the music and chatter. The difference between the two wasn't luck or talent. It was the result of thousands of small, seemingly insignificant choices made day after day. Waking up early, reading a few pages, taking care of health, and choosing growth over comfort. One Alex chose effort over ease, investing in the future rather than settling for the comfort of the present. While others relaxed, they put in the work, building a foundation for the life they wanted. Both found happiness, but the quality was different. For one, happiness was deep, fulfilling, and expansive, rooted in growth and purpose. For the other, it was comfortable but limited, a gentle contentment tinged with what-ifs. The story of Alex is a powerful reminder that who you become is shaped not by a single moment, but by the daily choices you make, big and small, easy and hard, visible and unseen. Anyone, at any point, can choose to build positive habits and create a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. The journey is open to all, and the first step is always within reach. It all begins with a single intentional step forward. The choice is yours. What path will you take?